It's gotta be night and day, just a matter of time until we get to the our love, but we never let it end. There was a time when we were down, and for a moment we were separate, losing you now, wondering why.
The partnership between Barry Gibb, the charismatic frontman of the Bee Gees, and Barbra Streisand, one of the most iconic and multifaceted voices in pop music and cinema, marked an extraordinary moment in music in the early 1980s.
Was there a moment when I cut you down? No. Later around.
This collaboration not only resulted in a series of timeless songs, but also showcased the creative chemistry between two entertainment giants who, together, created something unique and memorable. Among the gems of this joint work are the tracks Guilty and What Kind of Fool, which stood out as undeniable hits and continue to captivate new generations of listeners. It all began in 1980, when Streisand, already established as one of the greatest stars in music and film, decided to explore new musical territory. She sought a different, more contemporary sound and found in Barry Gibb the perfect partner for this journey. Barry, in turn, was at the peak of his career with the Bee Gees, whose compositions and productions helped define the disco era in the late 1970s. However, he was also looking for something that transcended the disco style, which was beginning to wear out with the audience. Out of this synergy came the album Guilty, released in September 1980. Gibb not only co-wrote and produced most of the tracks, but also lent his voice for a few duets. The result was an album that combined the best of both talents, exploring a sophisticated pop sound with influences of soft rock, disco, and romantic ballads. The title track, Guilty, is perhaps the most emblematic of the collaboration between Barry Gibb and Barbra Streisand. Written by Barry and his brothers, the song is a brilliant example of how two distinct voices can complement each other and create memorable harmony.
It's gotta be night and day, just a matter of time.
Guilty blends a light disco beat with soft rock elements, but what truly stands out is the vocal interplay between Barry and Barbra. Lyrically, the song speaks about an irresistible, almost forbidden love that seems to involve a certain degree of guilt, hence the title. Gibb, with his soft voice, creates perfect tension with Streisand's strong and precise tone. The chorus is powerful, with both singing in perfect harmony, conveying both the emotion and complexity of a love that defies conventions. The track was an instant hit, topping the charts in several countries and winning the Grammy Award for Best Pop Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocals in 1981. Beyond its commercial success, Guilty became one of the most beloved songs in both artists' discographies, frequently remembered as a classic of romantic pop. While Guilty is a celebration of love, What Kind of Fool is a ballad dealing with the end of a relationship. Softer and more melancholic, the song is an emotional duel between the two singers, exploring the pain and confusion that arise when a romance comes to an end. Written by Barry Gibb and Albie Galutin, the song was released as a single in 1981 and quickly became a hit. The lyrics speak of regret and loss, with Streisand's character lamenting the dissolution of a seemingly perfect relationship while Gibb questions his own decisions. The vocal dialogue in the song is almost theatrical, with each interpreting their role with emotional intensity.
There was a time when we were down, and for a moment we were separate, losing you now, wondering why.
Musically, What Kind of Fool is a classic 1980s ballad with luxurious orchestration and a melody that highlights the contrast between Barry and Barbra's voices. While Streisand's voice rises, expressing pain and vulnerability, Gibbs offers a softer and more reflective response, creating an emotional balance that is both moving and beautiful. Like Guilty, this song also achieved great commercial success, reaching the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. But more than numbers, the lasting emotional impact of What Kind of Fool is what truly stands out. To this day, it is considered one of the most intense and sensitive ballads of both artists' careers, and its vocal interpretation continues to deeply move listeners. The collaboration between Barry Gibb and Barbra Streisand was a high point in both of their careers. The Guilty album sold millions of copies worldwide, being acclaimed by both the public and critics, and remains one of Streisand's best works, as well as one of Barry Gibb's most innovative projects outside of the Bee Gees. But beyond the numbers and commercial success, what truly stands out in this partnership is the unique chemistry that Barry and Barbra brought to their songs. They managed to create something that transcended time and the musical trends of the era. Guilty and What Kind of Fool are perfect examples of this. Songs that remain relevant decades after their release, continuing to emotionally resonate with listeners of all ages. In retrospect, the partnership between Barry Gibb and Barbra Streisand was much more than a simple musical collaboration. It was a meeting of creative minds, each at the height of their artistic abilities, who complemented each other perfectly. Together, they not only created music that defined an era, but also left a lasting legacy, proving that true music is timeless. Whether through the guilty pleasure of Guilty or the heartbreaking sorrow of What Kind of Fool, the album they created remains one of the great landmarks of early 1980s pop music and a testament to the power of artistic collaboration between two of the greatest talents in music history.
It's gotta be night and day, just a matter of time until we get to our love, but we never let it end. There was a time when we were down, and for a moment we were separate, losing